Hi everyone, it's Melissa from Melissa and Will at Happy Crafting. Welcome back to our channel. Hope everyone is having a great day. Today we're going to continue on with our spooky Halloween book covers. So today we're going to get started on making things kind of pop out here. So I do have some gold rubs and I have some silver paint. I'm not quite sure yet what I want to do. So I think I'm going to start with some silver paint, and we will start on the back and we'll just dry brush and see how that goes. So I have all the sparkles in my brush. Gonna get most of the paint off, and we will just sort of not make much of a difference by the looks of things here. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Well, it will, but it'll take 100 years, I imagine. Let's try again. Not really working. So well, maybe it is. Maybe we just have to get it going the right way. That's all right. It's not too bad. Try a bigger brush, see if that makes a difference. There we go, that's working better. So we just sort of, we don't want to cover it, we just sort of want to sort of highlight our little wrinkles here. Now I didn't have a straight silver paint, so I mixed some colors here. If you get it too dark, you can always sort of wipe it in. Not that it makes much of a difference, but I mean, if you hate it, you can always repaint over top and start over. We always have that option. Now you can do this with a rub as well. And I think I'll use a rub on my next cover, but I don't know that that will make much of a difference. So I think I might do the same on the front cover here. Just sort of go over it lightly with the silver, and I think I might maybe play with some gold after. Just get the spine. All right, now we'll play with the front cover here. And we're just sort of highlighting, right? Just highlighting. We are going to make the elements pop a bit more in a bit. So that'll be fun. love doing these because they're really hard to, mess up, right? And if you do mess them up, you can just go back and fix them and start over. See, look at how that pops. So pretty. Pretty and fun. Now, I mean, when you're done, you can just leave it just like that, and that looks amazing. I love it. But for the purposes of this video, we will keep going and playing and see what we can come up with to make things pretty. Now I put a little too much here. I might go back over that and just sort of dry brush black over that, but I don't know. We'll see how it is when we get there. A little spider here, make him look like he's sort of covered in spider webs. Looks pretty darn good, I think. Now, there are some places here that are a bit heavy. So, I'm just gonna try and fix it here. Where did the little brush go? I'm just going to take a little bit of black, get most of it off. And just sort of go over spots here that are a bit too dark. And really make no difference at all. There we go. There we go. All right, so now do have some gold rub here, and it is Lux Paint by Art Company. And it says www.myartc.com. So it is gold, just a gold rub. Which looks kind of yucky. Let's mix this up, shall we? This is what happens, folks, when you don't use your stuff for a really long time. It kind of gets all goopy. So we're just gonna mix this all up. And we should have enough on the brush gonna scrape most of this off. So I'll leave it open just in case, but I think we're gonna be okay here. What do we think? It's looking better. This brush, just sort of dry brush over top of our elements here, and let's just see what that does. Just that little bit on there kind of makes him pop out a bit. There we go. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna leave it like that because I don't want it, I don't want too much more going on. So what we do now is we're going to, ooh, it's a good thing I'm covering these inside covers, right? I think I might make just a big pocket, maybe. Cover this with something and turn that into a pocket. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. So what I'm gonna do is, come on, there we go. Open it up and I'm just going to Mod Podge over everything, and that will seal the paint in so that it's not getting all over everything. Oh yeah, so you want to keep your glue brush. I mean, you can clean it obviously, but if you're going to use it again shortly after, I just stick it in a plastic bag and seal the bag, and then it keeps your glue brush moist and not go all hard and crunchy. So same idea as before, we're just going to cover everything with the Mod Podge. We want to get a nice thin coat, try to get out any bubbles. We just want to seal the paint in. I mean, you don't have to do this step if you don't want to, but I like to just because I like to have it be kind of shiny. I'm just using white glue and water mixed together, so it should come out looking pretty shiny. I mean, you can do a matte coat if you want to, or no coat if you want to. It's up to you, really, personal preference. I mean, I'm sure you could probably seal it with wax if you wanted to do that as well. So just sort of keep going over it until you get all these big pools of glue sort of evened out. You can use a spray sealer if you want to as well. I just don't have any. And I find spray adhesives they just leave a sticky mess. I have not so far found one that I like for any project of any kind. I just don't like the spray adhesives. I don't think I've ever used a spray sealer, but I know the spray adhesives I particularly am not a fan of, since they don't really stick. They just make things sticky. They don't adhere anything. They just make everything sort of semi-stick to them. There we go. After today, I think our next video for this project, for this one, should be the last one. And what we'll do is we will do the inside covers on the front and back and make a pocket or something, and we'll tea dye the outside of the pages. And yeah, then we will call this one done. You can kind of tell where you've gotten your glue really good and where you haven't. Or you can tell by the feel under the brush. And you can tell by the sound too. When you're in a good glue spot, it's kind of, I don't know, smooth sounding. Does that make sense? And when you're not, it's in more of a scraping kind of sound. There we go. There we go. So we shall call this done for today, and tomorrow we will finish it up. It's exciting. All right. Okay, so we'll let this dry. It'll probably take a couple of hours to dry, but just be safe overnight. and we'll get it finished up tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and happy crafting. Bye.